all messages. There we go. I don't know if I can see the chat or not. It's a cold night tonight. It's gonna be interesting if anybody joins up. Got my little kerosene lamp going. It's a little cold, so I don't know how long my phone is gonna last, but we'll hang out for a little bit until it dies. And then when it dies, we'll call it a night. How do I see the chat, if there even is one? I don't know how lives work on the phone. It's very cold out tonight, but it's very nice. I don't know if that's actually stacked up in a way that'll actually light properly, but I guess we'll find out. Can I even see my battery percentage? I don't know. Lit. Barely, but that is lit. Oh, here comes Dad. That was loud. Start to play this baby monitor with me. Welcome back.
Hey.
How you feeling?
Big chunky in the driveway, eh?
Hello, everybody. I don't know if I can see the chat. I don't know how to see the chat. I don't even know if I can see the chat on lives like this. Have a good time?
Yeah, it was alright.
Good. Let's get this going a little bit more. See, with the kerosene lamp on, I can light this. And with this, I can more successfully light the pit. Although burning that creates water vapor, does it not? I think it does. I don't know. Can I see the chat on YouTube Lives? I genuinely don't know. If there is a chat, I can't see it. It's a nice chilly night though. Can't really see my breath on camera, but it's nice out tonight. Like it's really nice out tonight. Yeah. There we go. I gotta find like the position to put this thing in. Can I? How do I see the chat? I don't have a way to check. Because I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't do that without like pausing the video. Or pausing the live specifically, I guess. So. Oh, yeah, I guess I can see the chat. There we go. W. A win is a win. Hello. How do you do, my friend? Hello, Spiral970. How do you do? I gotta get real close to be able to see that. My eyes are not great right now. We're sitting out here, enjoying the nice, cool night air. Hanging out for a bit. Feeling good. Is it the YouTube symbol? Where? Where? BC, buddy. We're in BC right now. British Columbia, Canada. Enjoying the cold, enjoying the winter. Well, it's still here. More specifically, I'm in my backyard. But yeah, just enjoying the day today. Just having a good time. Having a good time. I think that's it. Yeah. I can remove the propane torch, leave the damper open, let it get up to steam. I've only put 3 logs in. And I got my kerosene lamp to the left of the camera, which is what is giving me the light that you guys can see me with. It's a nice little lamp. It's pretty bright, actually. I'm very shocked at its performance. Like, it's not a storm lamp or anything, so. Oh, thank you for the subscription. Is that what that the YouTube play button thing is? I didn't know. I've never done a live on my phone before. Usually, if I ever do a live, I do it either on my PC or nowhere else, right? So, thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated, my friend. We're just enjoying the night. This little lamp really does cast a lot of light. The fact that I'm able to see anything at all is pretty good. And we're kind of in the shadow of everything around us. There's no city lights or anything, so that's nice. And thank you for liking. I appreciate that. Definitely, it helps the algorithm tell people about the stream and about my channel, so I very much appreciate that. The one not so bueno thing about the kerosene lamp, I guess, is that it's not a steady light source, so it goes up and down. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Let's see. Yeah, there's not much wood in the fire, or the stove, technically, is what it is right now. So, but it's got, like, you know, windows on it. It's the Winterwell view large, I think it is. I can't remember. I have a video coming out about it. I still have to edit that video, but I do have a video on the stove. And thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that. Hopefully, if somebody else comes along, they'll enjoy the video as well, or the stream, I should say. I'm basically gonna go until my phone dies, or I could quickly go grab a extension cord and a charger. There's no reason I can't do that. This thing has already gone out. The stove's already gone out, even with the torch going on there for so long. It's already gone out. So that's pretty funny. Oh, we got 4 people watching. Where am I from? BC, Canada, bud. British Columbia. Right now, we're just hanging out. What's your name? Nathan? It's a pleasure, Nathan. How are you doing? Hearing the dogs barking. I heard an owl earlier, which was pretty neat, because we don't usually get them in this specific area that I'm in, mostly because there's not a whole lot of trees around. But no, it was pretty nice getting to hear that owl. Let's see if I can get this thing to actually go. If it doesn't go, then I'm just gonna let it go out and not worry about the fire too much. It's just a couple embers right now. I got a spent roll for the for some toilet paper in there, and even that hasn't lit. It's so cold out that just nothing can really build any heat. Like, yeah, I'm able to grab the wood just as is and not be too worried. That might have done it. That might have actually done it. We'll see. It sucks because I don't know when my phone's gonna die, because I can't actually see the. You haven't seen an owl. Oh. Well, hopefully you get to see them one day. They're pretty neat. We used to get barn owls on the farm all the time, and it's really freaky when you're walking around in the hayloft and all you see is glowing eyes pointing at you, and then they kind of disappear while it turns its head 180 degrees. What was I saying before that? Yeah, I don't know how well this is gonna go. And oh, my phone. Yeah, it's not hooked up to a charger or anything. If I did hook it up to a charger, I mean, I wouldn't have to worry. But, yeah. It's cold. It's nice and cold out. It's just below freezing right now, so it's not super cold. It's nice and cold. When we get to negative, 20, then it's like, maybe I should put a jacket on proper. This is overkill for what I got right now. This is just because I'm sitting on basically ice. Barn owls are a really neat creature. If you ever get the chance to go to like a raptor sanctuary or anything like that, definitely check it out. Ah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'm the kind of entertainment your friends are looking for. I'm just kind of hanging out, talking with the chat right now. And if that's what you guys like, that's what you guys like. I can't see the battery percentage on my phone, and that makes me really nervous because I want to be able to continue this live until the wood's out. If for some reason I just cut without saying goodbye or anything, you guys know it's so cold that my phone died early. And that's okay. That is A-okay. This is the life, I will admit. Being able to just sit, relax, just hang out, it's good. What is that? Is that like a number 1 symbol? I can't actually tell what that is. Let's see. Number 1, yeah. Whatever that means. Thank you very much. It is an Android. Personally, I don't use Apple anymore. I used to use Apple a lot. That was my primary phone, but now it's just Android, and I prefer Android over Apple. After having used both devices, I find that the usability of Android is generally better. My one complaint about this specific phone that I have right now is it is temperamental, we'll say, when uploading footage to my computer. Because that's what I film most of my live action videos on, is this phone that you guys are watching me through now. It can be quite temperamental to actually get the footage uploaded. I have to use a very specific cable. I have to use the cable that came with my Logitech Brio camera, which, if you look back in my previous lives, I recently built a Lego F1 McLaren, and yeah, I had to use the cable that the camera uses. So it's strange. Not every USB-C cable works, which is unfortunate, because, you know, it'd be nice if I was able to actually use any camera or any, pardon me, I keep burping, if I was actually able to use any cable that I had, because at that point I'd just use an old iPad cable or something like that, right? My wife has an iPhone, though. It is so incredibly nice out here. Like, I am so grateful that I get to do this kind of thing. And it's nice to be able to share this kind of experience. You have an S20 FE. Nice. Or S20 Iron, I assume that means, right? I have I think this is either an S20 or an S21 Ultra. I think it's an S20 Ultra. I'm not 100% sure. I got it used off my buddy. And the back of it was kind of busted, and then I accidentally busted the screen up pretty bad, so I just went and got it repaired, and now I've repaired this phone like 4 times, so I've exceeded the original just straight buyout price of the phone, which is a-okay. I thought it was funny. There we go, this thing's starting to light now. I think it's so cold that the metal itself isn't efficiently heating up. But it's now producing a little bit of light in front of me. I can't feel the heat on my toes yet, and my shoes are not so great for the outdoors, but... And yeah, it is a good phone, I will admit. And I also replaced the battery in it, because every single time you repair the phone, you got to use heat to remove the screen and to remove the backing of it, because it's glued on for some reason. They can't just make it held together by screws. It has to be glued. And in that process, you damage the battery. So I had to replace the battery. The cold probably isn't super great for the battery either, but I'm okay with that. Worst case scenario, if my phone does die, what I'll do is I'll shut down the fire here, shut down the kerosene lamp. I'll go grab a charger, have my phone charged for 15 minutes, and then restart the live if I get enough interest in it, right? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? The Winterwell stove came with this nifty little tool. It's a fire stick thing, and it allows me to interact with everything without getting too close, and it also allows me to push the wood together so it burns a little more efficiently. But honestly, I think that's about the best I'm gonna get out of this right now when it comes to efficiency. There we go. Yeah. Don't have a great draft going right now, it looks like. What's the temperature out right now? It is, I think last time I checked, it was like 3 below. That's in Celsius, if you're wondering. Yo, what's good, Loop-de-Loop? Welcome back. I think you were here on our last stream, right? If I remember correctly, you subscribed last stream, too. That was on the McLaren stream, I believe, right? Sorry, the wind's picking up, which is blowing out my kerosene lamp. I'm just using this as my only light source out here, which makes it interesting. Don't... Hold on. But I got some extra logs here. If I do this, I bet that will make it worse, apparently. That's alright. Welcome back, Loop-de-Loop Adventures. Welcome back, my friend. Today we're hanging out outside. We're just chatting basically until my phone dies. Because it's fairly cold out here. And because of that, the battery won't last forever. I'll go grab a charger eventually, but I don't really want to leave the fire unattended. So we'll let the phone die if that needs to happen. Luckily, this thing's pretty safe. It's completely contained. There's no exposed flame or anything like that. There's a spark guard on the top of the chimney, which just now seems to be getting a little bit red, but I don't even think that's... I think that's just the reflection. It's got a nice patine to it. Can't wait for Friday. What's going on Friday? I can't remember if I said it last stream, but I'm going to be doing, not this weekend, I think it's in about 2 to 3 weeks. Nice, you're chilling. It's always good to chill on a Friday. I think it's in about 2 to 3 weeks that I'll be doing it, but I'm going to do a overnight survival challenge, dollar store items only. And I'm going to use a random number generator to decide my budget. It's going to be fun. Your phone's at 9%, Spiral. Hopefully you're somewhere where you can charge it, because it's never fun to have your phone just go bleh on you. Can you guys see the... Can you see the... I don't think you can. You can't really see the fog out here. Or my breath, I should say. Yes, dollar store items only. That includes food, shelter, like anything I can afford for whatever budget I get has to get bought from the dollar store. I'm gonna try to last a night. It'll be a 24-hour survival challenge type thing, and it's gonna be in the snow, because where I'm going is going to be in the mountains. Now, I'm just about 100 meters underneath the snow line already, so it's I'm kind of acclimatizing myself. Well, if you're in your bedroom, hopefully you got a charger accessible to you. If not, I feel sorry for you, my friend. But yeah, I'm excited for the survival challenge. Am I gonna watch the Super Bowl? Probably not. I'm not a huge fan of football. I mean, I'll watch it for the halftime show and for the commercials, but the game itself is, I don't know, I just find it kind of boring, if I'm gonna be honest. And I know, oh my god, you find football boring? Dude, what's wrong with you? I don't know, I find hockey more entertaining. I'll watch any hockey game. Like, basically any hockey game. I like hockey. But I don't know what it is about football specifically, but it never really had an allure for me. I do understand people enjoying it, though. I don't even know who's playing the Super Bowl this year. Like, that's how little I know. Alright, Spiral 970, see you soon. Heck, I might actually go quickly grab the charger. I should have grabbed that before, to be honest. Like, actually, I should have grabbed it, but it is what it is. Let's get this log up here to try to help block the wind. I don't know how well this is going to work. Oh, that actually kind of did something. Oh, this is a longer log. Oh, that actually totally worked. Now it just kind of, the flame's kind of spiraling. That's good. That's good. I watch basically any NHL game. I like the NHL. I prefer playing sports. Oh, you're gonna have Buffalo Wild Wings. Hell yeah, bud. Heck yeah. But yeah, I prefer playing any sport over watching it personally. It's kind of like how, I can watch somebody play video games, but I have to play the same game that they're playing. Otherwise, I do find it a little boring, unfortunately. Which sucks, because I want to be entertained by it. I want to. But, welcome back, Spiral970. That is your name, right? Yeah, Spiral. Sorry, the phone's far enough away so that I'm actually, like, in frame a little bit, but far enough that I can't see what I'm reading. Yeah, I don't usually watch people play video games anymore. Now, mostly the stuff I watch is similar stuff to this, where it's, people hanging out outdoors. There's this one guy, and I cannot for the life of me remember his name. And I feel so bad because he's an excellent channel. And I believe he's a Newfoundlander. And one of the things he's well known for is going, about his food, right? And he's a good guy, a really good guy. I actually clicked on his affiliate link to get this stove, and it gave me an excellent deal on it. So it's like, I need to remember what his name is. And I can't check right now because my phone's right there. And if I check, it'll stop the live. And I don't want to do that to y'all. Oh, it feels good to be out here, though. I do wish I had a proper chair. I'm sitting on an old concrete bench that is covered, and I mean covered in ice. I have actually melted a perfectly formed seat into this thing. And it's really cold. Yeah, no, the candle's actually burning way more steadily now. Why do I call that a candle? It's a kerosene lamp. The kerosene lamp's burning way more steadily now. So, that's good. Oh, you might be going snowboarding in Vermont. Nice. I'm going snowboarding on Saturday here. I'm taking, what's his name? I'm taking a buddy up, so that he can practice skiing a little bit, because, everybody likes to ski and snowboard. Well, not everybody, but I like being up on the mountains, and he likes to ski, so I'm going to go snowboarding. I got to resurface my board tomorrow, so we'll see how that all goes. I'm going to just completely open up the damper here, see if I can get this thing really piping hot. Like, oh my goodness, it's cold enough out here that my stove, the metal, hasn't heated up yet. Autocorrect always messes with people. It's great. It constantly causes me to misspell my daughter's name, and it's really annoying. Yeah, I'm excited to go snowboarding. I am so excited, because I usually only get to go a couple times a year, and whenever I do go, I full send it. I am incredibly surprised it hasn't snowed, like, at my place a lot. It snowed a little bit, but not a lot. Which is like, I wish it snowed more. I really wish it snowed more. The fact that my phone's lasted 30 minutes to me is actually quite impressive. I'm surprised it hasn't gone a percentage a minute. I think it hasn't, at least. And I started at like 45. Have I been to Canada's Wonderland? No, I have not, actually. It's on my to-do list, but I have not been myself, no. I would like to go, though. I would very much like to go. You know, any Canadian attraction to me is like, let's do it. Let's full send it. Let's go. It does. They got some pretty neat coasters up there. I'd love to ride the roller coasters up there. I like going fast. That's why I like roller coasters. I like snowboarding. Don't drive fast though. I don't like speeding. That kind of thing makes me nervous. Mostly because I don't trust other people on the road. I trust my own driving, not anybody else's. I learned to drive in snow out in Alberta. That was fun. That was really fun. Again, guys, if the stream for some reason randomly cuts off, that's because my phone died. And I'm betting it's getting relatively close to kicking the bucket here. And when that happens, I'll probably go get a charger and try to relight the stream here. Restart it. Relight it? I mean, I'll have to relight the kerosene candle because I'm not going to leave that going. And that's basically what it is a kerosene candle. Ooh, that almost went out. Ooh. Don't go out. Don't go out. It's, yeah, please don't go out. I can hear the stove starting to come to life now a little bit. I have to keep the dampener open. Damper? Dampener? Damper? I have to keep the damper opener. Yeah, you can tell it is pretty chilly out here. I'm starting to slur my words. Got to keep it open so that it stays lit, because otherwise it's just going to kind of smolder away, and it's so cold that I don't think it would stay lit, period. Spiral, you play Fortnite, eh? How's that? I personally don't play that specific game, but it's definitely some people's forte. When is my next stream? That's a good question. I might do a little bit of a stream while I'm out in the mountains. If I have cell service, I probably won't have cell service. But I kind of just do streaming at random when I get that kick, right? When I get that urge. I try to do it as often as I can, and then more often now that I'm really trying to grow the channel. I think I've played Fortnite 3 times, and the highest I got was like 11th place. And I remember I got 11th, 23rd, and I don't remember what my third score was. Obviously not high enough that I cared enough to remember it. But getting 11th on like one of my first games was pretty wild. Ooh, jets flying over. Where is it? It's in the clouds somewhere. Can't see it. Personally, the game that I've been playing the most right now is Arma 3. I've been enjoying that. I've been mostly single player, using Anasalsi or something like that, using that mod pack, and it's been a lot of fun. Like, the objective is you're like a rebel group trying to retake your land from I think it's the United States Marine Corps is the occupiers, and then there's I think it's a Belarusian Corps. I'm not sure, but then there's like invaders and everything, right? You've been playing Smash Bros. Nice. I never got into the Nintendo games. I don't know why. They seem like a lot of fun. One game that I still have to check out is that Turnip Boy. I think I told Livia that was one of the people in the last streams. I think I told her that I would, presumably her. I think I told them that I would check it out because it's like, yeah, it does seem like a pretty fun game. Nintendo's solid, but the one problem that I am aware of is you can't really stream the games, apparently. Or you can't really make videos on it, because apparently Nintendo is allegedly very litigious. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've heard. That's not what I'm saying, but that's what I've heard. And yeah, I just don't want to risk it. I do have a PC. I spent $5,000 on my PC in 2018, and it's still running strong. I'm running a 1080 Ti, and it's still going strong, especially considering its age at this point. I used to play a lot, and I cannot stress this enough, a lot of War Thunder. I've spent something like $6,000 on that game since 2018. I did the math. It's like $6,600 or something like that. $6,600 Canadian on that game, and I just can't play it anymore. It's, in my opinion, Gaijin is not treating the player base as a player base. We get treated as a wallet. I feel that we as players deserve, I feel that we as players deserve better from game developers and the companies that run these games. And even though I've invested so much time and money into War Thunder, all I do now is log in for my daily, right? And it's really sad, because I do enjoy the game, but the grind is so tedious and so annoying that I just can't bring myself to play the game that I do genuinely enjoy, which is sad. You got a 20-year-old PC? Yeah, 2005 PC. It's not bad. It's better than my first PC that I was running in, would have been 2012, and it was still running Windows 98, which, the best version of Windows. But yeah, old PCs are great because you can run older games on them and not have to worry about compatibility issues. I like to run some emulators on my PC for games like Rail of War, I think it's called. Howdy, Andrew. It's a good game. But that's like a 2012 game, I think it is. And yeah, I enjoyed it. Welcome back, Loop to Loop. So I made a mistake before I came out here. I had a shower, and my hair is mildly damp still, which is just sucking the heat out of my body. My toes are cold, my hair is cold, and the fire is really picking up now, so I'm going to let that burn through, and once that burns through, I'm definitely going inside. I might fire up my PC. Maybe I'll stream a little bit of Arma, but who knows. Look at that, we're all YouTubers. Okay, the draft is strong enough now that it's actually sucking the damper shut, which is kind of what I want. I want it to produce a lot of heat, get a nice coal base going, and then go out by itself. I don't want to do anything to it. I'm glad to hear, Loop-de-Loop. I'm glad to hear that your channel's doing good. I think we gained almost 10 subscribers today in a 24-hour period. From 9 o'clock yesterday to now, I think we gained 9 or 10 subscribers on the channel here, which is freaking wild. That's the most I've gained in a 24-hour period by a wide margin. You got a video that blew up, and yeah, no, it's always fun. I think my most viewed video is like a War Thunder video, and it's got like 600 and something views on it, which is pretty neat. I don't do this for the views either, though. It's nice. I do it because I like to entertain and make people laugh. If I only make one or two people laugh, heck, I've done my job. I like to entertain. The people that know me in the real world definitely know that that's the case. Oh, if we're counting shorts, then yeah, I've gotten like 40,000 views on a short, I think. But I don't know if that was on YouTube or not. Actually, technically, if we're counting most viewed content, one of my TikToks went viral after the botched pullout of Afghanistan, where the Taliban were messing around with, I think it was a Huey or something similar. It was with a helicopter, and it was a funny video. It's on my TikTok still, I think. But yeah, that got like 1.1 million views, and that was actually that was my second most viral video. My most viral video when I was still a stoner, because I'm sober now. But when I was still a stoner, I put a lollipop inside my Milwaukee drill, and I just, and then I had the Red Dead Redemption audio. What are you? Some sort of inventor or something? What's the audio go like? I don't know. If you guys see my TikToks, you'll you'll see what I mean. I'm pretty sure it's in my pinned videos, and yeah, it went viral. It was a funny video. I am an inventor with red hot poker up the ass. Oh man, Red Dead is a great game. Red Dead Redemption 2 is an astonishing game, truly incredible. And if y'all haven't played it, y'all's got to go play it. That is probably the best game story-wise that has ever come out, in my opinion. I played through GTA, done all 3 or 4 endings, I think it is, or I don't know. I've played through the GTA campaign 4 times at least, trying to do each separate ending, and Red Dead definitely has the better story, in my opinion. The fire is golden. I guess I can kind of do this. Let's see if you guys can see it. There we go. Actually, I bet I could set this up so you guys can actually see the fire. And I can actually still see the chat. There we go. I can't really see the chat like this. I have to get dangerously close to the fire pit to see it. But, there it is. It's really nice. Let's see if I can get it to slow roll here. There we go. If I close the damper, I can get it to slow roll. But I'm going to keep it open because I do want it to burn quick. Because I don't want to be stuck here with a dead phone for longer than I have to be. Breath of the Wild, I've heard very good things about that game. Haven't played it myself personally, but I've heard incredible things. And it's definitely one of those games that I do intend on checking out soon. Obviously, I have to limit my gaming budget now that I have a child. Well, I've had a kid for almost 2 years now, and the second one's on the way, right? So I gotta limit my gaming budget, but every so often I do buy a game, and Arma would have been the last one I bought most recently. But Breath of the Wild is it based on what I know about it. Yeah, it really does look like an incredible game. And I played Far Cry Primal. I don't believe that's remotely close to Breath of the Wild, but that was one of the games I liked as well. I thought it was a pretty neat concept. It was kind of like the Battlefield Hardline of the Far Cry series, right? I enjoyed it. I thought it was a genuinely good game. Ugh, I should have only put 2 logs in there. Although 2 logs probably wouldn't have burned as quick. Because it wouldn't burn as hot. It's kind of like a weird balance you got to achieve. You want it to burn quick, well, you gotta load up thin sticks in there. You want it to burn long, you gotta load up, big logs. Can I play Steve tomorrow? What? I may think it's some random medieval nonsense, but it's such a well-crafted game. Can I stream tomorrow? I probably won't end up streaming tomorrow because I know that I have a very long day at work ahead of me. Basically, as soon as this stream is done and as soon as this fire pit's out, I have to go to sleep. This is like my this is my entertainment for the night. Reason being is, yeah, I'm having to drive pretty far tomorrow for work, and yeah, I need to be able to get my sleep, and I'll be very tired. If I'm not too tired, I actually will stream tomorrow, but I can't promise anything. I'm sorry, but I genuinely can't promise that. I'd like to, don't get me wrong, I very much would like to, but there's no guarantees, unfortunately. There's no guarantees in life other than taxes and death. Those are the only guarantees in life. You're always going to pay taxes and you're always going to die. And that's what makes life precious. It's a beautiful thing. Nice coal bed. You see, this thing also acts as a little, push scraper thing. Which is really nice because that means I can push all the coals together and actually get them to stay hot. Oh, that was an awful sound. Oh my god, that's a truly horrendous sound. But now I can actually see the logs. The Winterwell, I think this is the Nomad. No. I'll make the video, so maybe not tomorrow. I'm gonna have to edit the video for this thing, because yeah, I did already record it, and I'd like to actually, put the video out there so y'all can enjoy it. But, yeah, this Winterwell stove, I thought it was American made, obviously, with the way that things are going on politically. I'm not buying American-made stuff right now. But apparently this is actually a Chinese stove, which is freaking mind-blowing because of the build quality and the quality of the steel. Like, usually when I think, Chinese hot tent stove, I think of something that's like 1/32 of an inch thick. Like half a millimeter of steel. If you accidentally look at it the wrong way, it'll break, right? But no, this thing's build quality is actually incredible, and I am very pleased with it. And I'm not sponsored or anything. This isn't sponsored content. But if you're looking to get, pardon me, why do I keep burping? I'm gassy today. If you're looking to get a hot tent stove, and you like doing, the hot tent camping type thing, this thing, I fully recommend it. It's genuinely a good stove. It's actually, like, mind-blowingly good. You can really load it up, too. Like, you can put a lot of wood in there, and it will last for, like, 3 hours. With only 3 logs in here, that were very well seasoned and very small, it's already lasted for the entire stream, and we've been going for 50 minutes and 5 seconds. So by no means is it a bad stove. It is an incredible stove. I guess you guys can see the door in the background, the light fading through there. There we go. The candle's back up. The wind is actually noticeably starting to pick up, and the temperature is dropping. I can feel it in my face, and that's okay. You gotta watch Sonic 3. I have only seen the first one. And the fact that I think it was a Vancouver studio got shut down because of us, absolutely roasting the way that Sonic looked. That was hilarious and kind of sad to me because, I want BC businesses to do good. But at the same time, that had to be some sort of publicity stunt. Like, that Sonic, the original one, why did it look like Steve Buscemi? And obviously no offense to Steve Buscemi, great actor. Why was it modeled off of him? Like, I don't know. It's been an interesting few years for movies. In a way, I hope things will get better for the film industry because it's like I want things to be good, right? But in a way, I kind of want that to happen again because that was funny as hell. I truly am a little shit. Oh man, it really is getting colder now, though. Let's see if I can get some of these coals to pile up a little bit better, because they've kind of spread out. Nice! Back to the Future. That's a very good film series.
Okay, you know what? I think all I can do is really push these into each other.
Yeah, all I can really do is push that into itself. I enjoyed Back to the Future. Personally, my favorite movie is Top Gun, the original. It's definitely a romance movie, but don't be mistaken. Top Gun is absolutely 100% a romance movie before anything else by almost very definition. But it's a sick movie. I still like it. I did enjoy Top Gun a lot. Tom Cruise, in my opinion, might be a little crazy, but I do think he's a good actor. I mean, you gotta be crazy to do some of the stunts he does himself. It's funny, Top Gun, when the F-14 came to, when it came to War Thunder, I absolutely lost it. I was like, alright, I'm gonna get to recreate some of my favorite scenes. I'll get one of the channel moderators to fly in the F5. We'll get some sort of custom skin going so that we can we can recreate the famous scene. That never happened. Never even attempted it. But yeah, Top Gun Maverick was alright. It was alright. I'm not a huge fan of restarting film series or kind of rehashing things many decades after the original film was made. A lot of times I feel like it is just a cash grab based on nostalgia. But I do actually think it was an okay film. I liked Top Gun Maverick. If you ever get the chance, by the way, yeah, Star Wars was great before Disney got its hands on it, in my opinion. Going back to Top Gun, if you ever get the chance to do some research on the behind the scenes and what was all going on there, absolute shit show. Just crazy. The Force Awakens was alright. Yeah, I mean, alright. Yeah, I don't know. I found that again. It goes back to cash grabs. When things when things are kind of nicely wrapped up in a, I mean, not necessarily wrapped up, but when things are left the way they are, it's oftentimes better to just leave it the way it is, right? Let the mystery ride, kind of deal, right? Instead of beating the crap out of a dead horse. But yeah, The Last Jedi was, yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, you have to go in 5. Well, yeah, you stuck around for a full hour, Spiral. Thank you. I appreciate that for sure. No doubt that I appreciate that. It means a lot that you've hung out and you've shared your thoughts with us and you've been able to spend some time. It's always good to be able to take a minute, relax, and just chat, right? That's one of the things that we need to remember to do in life is just talk with each other. Stay calm, carry on, kind of deal, right? Keep calm, carry on. And yeah, just talking is nice. Yeah, haven't. I'm happy when there's even just. I think my phone keeps going off. I keep hearing it vibrate, but I don't see notifications. I'm happy just being able to hang out and talk to people, right? Like even even if there was nobody here, I'd be happy to be out here. Don't get me wrong, but it's even better when I have people to talk to, right? Lord of the Rings was great. Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. Ooh, wind's picking up. Candle almost went out. Kerosene almost went out. Wow. Didn't go out yet, though. I think the logs are actually doing a fairly decent job at protecting it. Yeah, the numbers that you see watching the stream, I think they only get updated every so often, like every few seconds instead of a live number. So sometimes there's like 3 people watching, sometimes there's 5, and then sometimes it says that there's 0, even though you guys are still in the chat, right? So it's like, I can't really go by the number. I have no idea how many people are there. It's very approximate. And even YouTube tells me that when I go live, the numbers are generally approximate, which is totally fine. There's no worries there. Okay, I've closed the dampener or damper. I genuinely don't know. I've closed it so that there's a little less air moving into the fire pit. That seems to have actually made the flames more intense, which is kind of funny. There's enough airflow through it that you once it's lit, you really don't need the dampers open at all. It does a slow roast, essentially. And I can also close the chimney damper, which really just lets it smolder away. But if I do that right now, I'm just gonna end up having a bed of coals for several hours instead of getting it done. You won't watch the Minecraft film? Yeah, again, it goes back to cash grabs. Instead of making an original story of some sort, they decided to use Jack Black's popularity and the popularity of Minecraft to make a film, right? And personally, I just view that as a cash grab. I don't know how you make a freaking Minecraft film. It's gonna be interesting, but I'm not interested in watching it. I definitely won't pay to watch it, that's for sure. To each his own, though. If somebody does enjoy it, that's totally fine. I don't see anything wrong with enjoying it, but personally, it's just not for me. It is just not for me, and that's okay. Yep, I'm waking up at like 5:50 or maybe even as early as 5:30 tomorrow, and then leaving for work at 6:30 at the latest, and then probably getting back for about 7 or 8 p.m., which is okay. I'm totally fine with a fair amount of overtime. My paycheck likes it, that's for sure. I have a mortgage to pay, so it's if I can get a couple hours extra, I'm not going to say no to that. I also invest with RBC, so trying to build up a little bit of a nest egg, trying to build up a savings account, investment account, so that my kids never have to worry, and we never have to worry here. Alright, Spiral, it was good hanging out with you, my dude. And I shall see you in the next stream, hopefully. Or in the next video, whatever I do. You gotta get Chipotle soon? I don't think I've had Chipotle in years now. There's not a large variety of food joints in my town. It's a fairly small town. I used to live in Langley, but that's not where I'm at anymore. I won't dox myself, but yeah, I used to live in Langley. Great town. I lived on a farm. It was called Dave's Apple Orchard, and for a while there, you could still see it on Google. I'm not sure if Google has updated their page or not, but sold the farm in 22, and yeah, moved up to where we're at now, and it's been good so far. I'm enjoying where we're at. Adios, Spiral. There was a lot more selection in Langley there. Yeah, it's good to be near major cities for, you know, a variety and choice. But personally, I enjoy small town vibes. I enjoy the place that I'm at. I feel that my neighbors are great. I feel that even though I'm not used to neighbors yet still, I mean, the fact that I can see my neighbor's place is weird to me. I'm so used to, you know, having 40 acres that it's like, I mean, I could walk for 10 minutes and still be on my own property, right? So it's definitely weird that I can see my entire property basically from this bench. Country life is a more peaceful life. I don't like city life. I don't like the hustle and bustle of places like Vancouver or anything like that. I used to have to drive into Vancouver for work and into North Van and just all across the lower mainland and the Fraser Valley, right? And it's not for me. I can't do that anymore. The interior of BC is nice. I'll put it that way. The interior of BC is nice. It's still weird that I can see my neighbors, but short of that, I'm having a good time here. Definitely one of the nicer places I've lived. And the fact that this place is ours, like the fact that I'm paying for a mortgage in this place instead of renting is, it's nice. I can do this kind of stuff and not have to worry about, oh, the landlord said you can't do this. Oh, the landlord said you can't do that. I am the landlord, motherfucker. Oh, man. That and rents are just going through the roof. Anybody that's paying more than like $1,500 in rent, you're paying for more than half of your landlord's mortgage for sure. If you're paying $2,000 in rent, I know some of my friends are paying $2,500 a month in rent, but the banks won't approve them for a fucking mortgage. And it's like, what? That's insane. They can clearly afford an actual mortgage. Why would you force them to rent other than the obvious reasons? Corruption runs real deep, unfortunately. You haven't been to Canada since 2015, eh? Yeah, 10 years. A lot changes in 10 years, that's for sure. A lot stays the same. The one thing that does stay the same is the change. You went to Toronto. Oh, that's a place you've been that I haven't, which is embarrassing. I need to head out back east again. I do genuinely need to head out back east. I want to go back to Gimli. I really badly want to go visit Gimli again. I know it's such a weird thing, but I enjoyed seeing the old raceway there, that old aerodrome that was converted into a raceway that the Gimli glider landed at, right? I like Manitoba. I did enjoy Manitoba. I want to head out to the Maritimes as well. I want to head out to Newfoundland, Labrador. I want to go there. I'd love to go check out PEI. Prince Edward Island? I'd love to check it out. I was raised around Newfies. Coolest city in the U.S. is Orlando, Florida, eh? Okay, here's a funny story. I used to live in Miami. I used to live in Miami for 2 months. That's as long as my mom and I lasted out there. This was when I was probably about probably 11 years old or something like that. I'm out there with my cousin, walking around. We had basically just left the house. This is the kind of the where in I just asked my mom recently about it. It's like, where in Miami specifically were we? And she told me, and now I can't remember now. But I'm out there with my cousin. We go for a walk, and dude, we made it like 100 meters from the house, rounded a corner, and immediately got mugged. Gave the dude the very little amount of cash we had. He freaking pushes us both, and we're like, what the shit just happened? So we continue walking down the street to go see some of my cousin's friends. And like 400 meters later, we get freaking mugged again. Never went to the cops for it. I don't even think I ever told my mom. I was just in such shock and awe. It was like, what the it was like a GTA server, man. It was incredibly crazy. It was incredible. And then I went to school, and I don't know if it's normal, but we had to wear like uniforms and shit. And I remember when I was first day in the school, first time I've ever seen this school. Some girl walks in with a teacher. She's holding her pinky like this, really, really tight, right? She had shoved her pinky into an electric pencil sharpener for some reason. Like, why? Like, she did it for shits and giggles, I guess. I don't know the reason, but yeah, she had shoved her... You has no skills in the greater Toronto area? Thank you, Lucius. By the way, that's one of our channel mods. Lucius is one of our channel mods. But yeah, so this chick comes in, and the tip of her pinky's just gushing blood. And it's like, what the shit is going on? And then... I don't know if it was the same, I can't remember if it was the same week or whatever, but not long after, I'm back in the principal's office for another sort of like interview. I can't remember why I was in there. But this girl walks in, different girl now, in an older grade. She has a freaking pen through her hand. And apparently her and her boyfriend got into some sort of argument or something. And he freaking put a pen through her hand. Oh, my my candle finally went out. Let's get this thing lit again. There we go. Grand Theft Auto. Look, just because the last GTA came out before you were born... What? GTA 5 didn't come out 25 years... 20... Jesus Christ, I'm 26 years old. GTA 5 didn't come out 26 years ago. I feel like I'm still 16, and I look like I'm 21. Like, according to, family friend, I'll put it that way. She, I was over at, the candle represents your... Okay, shut up. So I was asked how old I was the other day, and I have this one rule about when people ask how old I am. I go, I'll tell you how old I am, but you have to guess first. And she started guessing, and she goes, 21. And I go, I feel good right now. I'm winning. I'm winning at life. Higher. I'm older than 21. And she goes, 25? And I go, I'm older than that. I'm almost 27 years old. And I feel like I'm winning. So GTA means Greater Toronto Area. Nah. I got banned off of GTA 5. I kept using mods. Actually, my secondary account never got banned. The account I used mods on 2 accounts, and the only account that got banned was the account that went around helping people. The account that I did an experiment with, I never used this account other than specifically for griefing, as they say, and I would tell people, hey, I want to do a bit of an experiment here. I'm going to blow up your shipments. Kind of deal, right? And they, some people would agree to it, some people wouldn't. If people didn't agree to it, I wouldn't, go around griefing people that didn't literally agree to it, right? Because I try not to be a dick. And yeah, the only account that got banned was my long-term account that went around helping people. But yeah, it was strange that people just allowed me to experiment on them, essentially. But yeah, GTA 5 story is a great game. Online is a absolute shit show, at least when I was playing. Yeah, switching to Trevor is an experience and a half. That was always hilarious. I like it when he's behind a dumpster dropping a deuce in a dress. That's really, really fucking funny. I remember having the Million Mirrors mod on the Faggio. The Vespa looking things. Vespas are nice scooters. I have a Chinese knockoff version of them in there. They're fun. It's funny, on the farm, one of the things I used to do was go around chasing the coyotes. And those things get intimidated by looking at them the wrong way, right? So, I see one after work one day. I got a really nice sandwich in the back of the scooter. I got like the classic milk box, just kind of... the milk crate just literally zap-strapped to the back of the scooter. And I just have the sandwich just like free-floating in there, wrapped up. I start chasing coyotes across the field. I look behind me and I'm like, shit. My sandwich has exploded. It hasn't fallen out of the wrapping, but it's just completely exploded in the back of my scooter. So I'm like, that's great. So I limp I ride the scooter back to the barn where I stored it. And I get off, and I notice my exhaust is hanging about a foot underneath where it's supposed to be. And I guess what happened is, as I was in the field, there was one bump that I remember that was really freaking hard. And it actually busted the exhaust mount. So it was just free floating. Scooter still works. Still runs, but it was quite funny getting back and having to explain that I busted a scooter that's like 15 years old and has several 1,000 kilometers on it, and it's like, yeah, I broke it. But no, it's repaired now, so it's golden. Looks like that last log isn't really gonna burn. It's getting, yeah, it's pretty well going out. I'm gonna completely put it out here. Is this thing full of ice? Sort of. I'm gonna pull that log out so that it cools down outside of the fire pit, because it's getting cold and I'm getting really stiff now.
Oh, it just fell apart. Never mind.
Okay, never mind. That can actually just kind of smolder away. That won't burn anymore. Are you saying you drugged me? Oh my goodness. Feeling good. This is a good stream. This is a really good stream. My phone has lasted forever. Holy crap, I started this stream at only 39% battery. The fact that I've gone an hour and 16 minutes, I'd say that's pretty good. Also, screw it, I'm putting the coals away. Or I'm putting the coals into this thing. Here, I'm gonna use... Oh. The bottom of this thing has ice on it, doesn't it? I don't really want to damage my stove by putting ice on it. That's one thing you can't really afford to do. Lucius, what's wrong with you? I know. The list of what's not wrong with you is going to be shorter than the list of what's wrong with you. I know. Why are you one of my mods? Why'd I make you a mod? Of all people I could have chosen. Probably because you were the only one interested in doing it. I can't see the screen right now. In fact, I'll just turn this so that you guys can continue seeing this. There we go. I guess I don't really want to point out my neighbor's place to the point where you guys can see into their place. I feel like that's too rude. What's nice is now I have a nice set of coals, this charcoal here, and if I want to do anything with it, it's going to be right here for easy access and use. It will heat up the pan, which in turn will cool it down. Yeah, unfortunately that is actually the case. I got a joke I can make about dark humor, but I don't want the cops to hit it with a club. I'm not proud of that one. I'm really not proud of that one. I feel really ashamed of myself right now. Unironically. That's like great. Wow. I'm not fucking proud of myself right now, my god. Oh, wow, that almost went out again. No, don't go out. Don't go out, because I don't want to have to relight you. Stop. Stop, Lucius. Stop it. You started this and I'm extremely fucking ashamed right now. Stop it. Don't encourage him. He will keep going. The chat was getting depressing. That's what's going on. And right now I'm scraping out my stove. Scraping out all the coals. So there's nothing left in there. I'm actually scraping it into a dollar store wall that has like crappy Teflon on it. And I really hate Teflon. That shit is toxic as hell. Never use that non-stick crap, by the way. Just get yourself a nice cast iron skillet and season that thing, and then you'll be healthy. You'll be fine. I'm not reading that one out loud. Oh, bloody course. Oh, got a leg cramp. I'm kneeling too much. Gotta stretch that out. There we go. I cannot bend my leg again, or I'll get a leg cramp for the ages, and I don't feel like being in pain. I know my face is perfect. Alright, that's good enough. I can let that just go down by itself. Okay, so now we have just a pan of coals. I'm just gonna put this on a bed of ice. Okay, and I think I'm gonna call that a stream. Because I'm getting cold. My leg is starting to cramp up pretty bad to the point where I am not going to be able to get back inside. Pan of coals. Sounds like a jellyfish. Man of war. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call that for the stream today, everybody. I want to thank you all for sticking by with me here and hanging out. This was truly wonderful. An amazing experience, in my opinion. Getting to chat with everybody and getting to hang out is really nice. So I want to thank you, Loop Adventures, for coming back for another stream. It means a lot. And I really do hope to catch you in the next one, because hopefully we do another stream pretty quick here. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to call it a night, everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful evening, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'm going to get freaking trademark or copyright strike for that. Shit. Anyways, good night, everybody. Adios.